Hello everybody, welcome back to Singing Happy. I am Maudie and today we are going to be doing a Halloween video. Happy October everybody. Oh my gosh, didn't we wait forever to get here. I've got my fall nails to celebrate the season. And I cannot wait to show you today's project. So it is October 1st. And I am bringing you my advent calendar that I made last year for the month of Halloween, the month of October. And I made this for my husband and he did one for me. And it was so fun and so nice. Of course, if you have kids, this is a great idea for them. We do not have kids, so we like to do these special things for each other. You can do it for anybody in your life. Even you. I always encourage self-care, and especially this year, it's something that we could all use. You can fill these boxes up with treats, actual candy, little surprises, little notes of love or encouragement, or any mix of those things, or anything else that you can think of. If you have ideas for what you would put in these little advent calendar boxes, leave them in the comments below because I would love to share our ideas with each other. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at my advent box. I love it. Well, it's not advent, but my Halloween little box, I really love it. So I had seen some of these go on sale last year on online, I guess on Etsy, probably on Etsy, and I think on some other websites. Really, I just saw a cumulative article about them, and the prices on those were ridiculous. There were only 5 available. They were super cool, but they were ridiculously expensive. So it's a really fun DIY project if you would like to do it this way. So I bought the cardboard box, which we can see looks like this when you buy it. You can get this at any hobby store like Michael's or Hobby Lobby. Plain. Usually they sell these for Christmas, but we all know they carry Christmas during fall, so you'll be able to find them. It didn't have enough boxes for Halloween, but I just started with the 31st on the last one and went backwards. So I think it starts on the 8th over here, but we'll take a look at that in a minute. So what I did was I picked out my favorite, mashed a couple of images together for what I wanted, and I did this little spooky scene here on the front. Now it's tough to see the details in video, but I really love that I did this little glowing edge around my jack-o'-lanterns, and in person you can see it. There's just a little bright glow around each one of them, but it's one of those things that's just really hard to capture. But that was what I really wanted, was number 1, jack-o'-lantern, number 2, spooky trees, and number 3, the moon, which is actually hidden right here in our tree scene. Other than that, I just wanted spooky kind of gloom and doom, so that's why we have the stormy weather. Now I'm going to try to show you this box, but really when I turn it, everything I think is going to fall out of it. But I wanted to show you the edge. So what I did is I created my artwork and then went 3-dimensional with it. So if you turn it to the side here, let me see if I could get a little further. Okay, there we go. It was a little tough to fit, but so there's my front side. Oh, and actually, let me just talk about this step before I turn it in case everything falls out. So what I didn't really think about is I basically painted across this as if it was a canvas. Of course, there are holes, but you do your best to ignore them. Try to plan around them a little bit and get your picture painted on there. But then what I really should have done is gone in and removed the boxes, because as you can see, there was some damage that took place, because what happened is they dried to the walls of the box, and then once I tried to remove it when they were dry, then some of the picture got damaged, which I hate. This actually got worse over time, so I'll probably try to repair that a little bit tonight. But I wanted to paint all the way across because I wanted, you know, the artwork to continue and for us not to get the tan lines in between. But like I said, this time, if I was going to do it again, for sure, after I got my painting in, I would carefully remove each of these boxes so that all the pieces could dry on their own. So I recommend doing that if you do yours. Okay, so it's still difficult to show you, but this is the side artwork. So it continues the tree scene. We have some more little glowing jack-o'-lanterns. They're just so sweet. I hope that you can see this enough to kind of see what I was going for. Okay, and then you can see our moon through the trees. It's visible at every angle, I believe. And you can see it has its glow too. I also varied the, you know, branches and the pumpkins to try to give the illusion of depth, as if you were seeing through this 3D scenery. And here we have the other side. Again, you can see I did kind of like a really watercolory effect to imply that there was some further scenery back there. And then I can show you the back, but when I do that, everything from the front here is definitely going to fall out because they're just drawers that fit in. So really quick, let me show you how it functions, and then that way we'll get the drawers out of the way. So as every day passes, I actually did 2 methods. But this is the one that I ended up really going with, which is, on the 7th. You can go ahead and flip around the drawer to a number side when you're on that day. So this is the one that we would have today. I did create 2 options though. Originally I had wanted a marker. So this is the marker that I created. I wanted it to look like the little hotel key. I was getting kind of Shining vibes. I wanted it to look like a little vintage hotel key, but like just soaked in blood, you know? Because that's how we do for Halloween. This is an arrow. It kind of looks like a chicken foot now on its own. But the idea is that it was just supposed to slip into whatever day of the month it was. But you can see the drawer doesn't close perfectly, and what I really hate is just if it falls in. But sitting upright, I do think it looks really cute, and you can do that on any day and just kind of set it up in there so you get to point at what day it is. I actually still can use it with the door side. Whoops. I'm tilting it for the camera so it's even more of an issue right now. But that's the kind of look you'll get there. Okay, so I'll show you this side after we flip it, but for now, let's go ahead and take a peek at the back. And I did do the top. On the top, I did just do plain. I honestly don't even know what the trees would look like from that side. And okay, I'm actually gonna try to use a shoebox lid to hold these in place so we don't have to pick those up, you and me both. But we can see here, this is the back of the box, pretty similar to the front, but of course on the back you get it unbroken, which is really nice. You could do different artwork on every side, you could do just designs, you could do just spooky letters, you know, whatever you would like for your advent calendar. It was a tough choice, but I am really in love with the scene that I created for mine. It's just like perfect to me. I think I got the jack-o'-lantern and tree vibe from the Trick or Treat movie. Awesome Halloween movie. If you haven't seen Trick or Treat with Sam, oh my gosh, you need to watch it this year for Halloween. It is rated R. I'm gonna put that out there right now. But I love that movie because it has just like a mix of all of the things you want, like the horror, like the slasher film, the spooky, like scary story vibe, all the different things you like for Halloween. It combines them into one movie. I love it so much. Okay, so let's say goodbye to this artwork. We're gonna go ahead and flip it back around to the front. Okay, and then from here you just flip every individual door as you go. I have no editing skills, so let me just go ahead and take care of this instantly. Oops. Okay, and there we go. 31 boxes. So cute. Okay, so you might have gotten a little peek there. What I did was I put the treats in the boxes. Right now there is nothing. And then I topped it with a little bit of dark tissue paper so that you couldn't see from the big hole just straight into every little window. But there you go. This is what it looks like all flipped over, which is really cute to see it happen. For the most part, I just wanted like a little like doorway effect, and or actually I think these were supposed to be tombstones. They do look like doors because they're not dimensional, but they were actually supposed to be tombstones. And then I just wanted like little spooky numbers on it, which by the way, I just did a Pinterest search for spooky font, and I picked out the one that I liked the best and just kind of freehanded it using that as a reference. So I filled those in, and then you can see every once in a while I did a little variation on the boxes, but I personally wanted it to be uniform because as you can see, it's just so freaking cute. And that was a tough choice because it does look really adorable with variation as well. But when they're all flipped over or as they're being flipped, it is just super, super cute. To see the orange and black theme come into play big time. Okay, so that's it. You can still see the design on the sides of the box and all the way around. I am like so in love with this project. I was so excited to share it with you. And if you get the same box, you still have time to work on this project for the beginning of October, and then on the 7th you can get started using it. Wouldn't that be so cute, especially for any of you guys who are still staying indoors these days? This is a really cute project. Just kind of helps celebrate the month and make every day feel like a special thing, give you something to look forward to. So I super, super love it. I couldn't be happier. I love it so much, even though it doesn't make sense. I might even make another one this year just because they're so much fun to create, and you get to do it so custom if you make yours to, you know, what you like, the colors you like, the feeling. This one was like kind of a really cute little haunted, spooky look, but I could do one that's, you know, a little more animated. I could do one that's all candy themed. There's just no end to it. So I feel like I could talk forever, but that is the project. I love it a whole lot, and I hope you do too. I hope you enjoyed watching this project with me, watching this video. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe so you can check out my other videos as well. If you leave me a comment, you'll make me extra super happy. I would appreciate that, just so I know who's watching my videos, because otherwise I have no idea. So thank you so much for joining me today, and happy October. Goodbye.